We have a suggestion in here. Can we talk about the Minnesota Twins?
Let's talk about the Minnesota Twins.
Let's.
Think about the Twins, Nick.
I mean, I've always said this with the Twins is they were like my Brewers, right? They're always at the top of the AL Central. You always expect them to be there. We're just waiting for that one team to come up and dethrone them. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't watched a ton of Minnesota Twins games this year. But, I mean, they got great pieces there. And, I mean, 62 and 48. I mean, if the Guardians aren't almost at 70 games, they're, they're the tops of the division. But I don't know. I don't know if I buy the Twins this year.
Yeah, I think the Twins. I thought losing Sonny Gray would hurt a lot more than it has. They've actually pitched well, like very well, given where they're at. But what I will say about the Twins is, what gets me with them every year is that you look over in this record against 500 teams, they're 25 and 34. They are a team that consistently struggles against good teams. They beat up on the lower end of the league, and don't play well against the upper echelon. So when they get into the playoffs, which is typically the case, they get bounced early because they just don't match up well against the top teams.
Yeah.
Do they have talent? Yes. Are they a team that's I think better than most of us expected? Also, yes. But are they gonna be there in the end? I have no doubt. At this point, I feel like it's gonna be Twins, Royals are gonna get the wild card spot. You'll have 3 Central teams in there. Let that sink in for a minute, Nick.
It's crazy.
And I think the Twins will get bounced in the first round, like they typically do. Could they be better than that and play better than that? Absolutely. But they've proven this track record of, we're good enough to get to the dance, but we're not good enough to stay.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room. Their stars can't stay healthy.
Oh no! I mean, Royce Lewis and Byron Buxton, and Correa's even constantly dinged up.
Yeah, I mean, Byron Buxton. We've said this numerous times. Has the potential to be a 40-40 guy.
Oh yeah,
he's that good when he is healthy.
But Royce Lewis possibly could be too.
Absolutely, but they're both made of glass, and that hurts. It hurts. You have 2 cornerstone guys that could be potential superstars in this league, and they can't play. What is it? I just looked it up. Royce Lewis right now is sitting at 33 games this year. Byron Buxton is sitting at 85. So he's tied his record from last year at 85. But these are the games played for Byron Buxton, ready, in his career. 85 in 2024, 85 in 2023, 92 in 2022. He was an all-star, but only played 92. 61 games in 2021. 2020 doesn't count. 87 and 19, 28 and 18.
28.
2017, he played 140. Okay. And we only had 16 home runs, 51 RBIs. But he was not the Byron Buxton he is now. It was still early in his career.
Right.
92 games in 2016, 46 and 15 when he came up. So, I mean, that's not acceptable in my eyes for a Byron Buxton caliber player. 61, 92, 85, and 85. That's not going to get you anywhere if he's your cornerstone piece.
No, you can't have your superstar play half the games, 40, 50% of the games. But what I will say is that the Twins have they've got a challenging August. They've got a challenging August and early September schedule wise. Like, they do have some pretty big matchups, which will tell us a lot about them. The feeling in that, so Correa is about to come back from his foot injury because he's been, like I said, he's constantly dinged up. He's a guy that misses little chunks of time. But you've got a guy now in Bailey Ober who is really established himself as an ace. 8 consecutive quality starts for the first time in a decade. The Twins have had that out of a starting pitcher, which that's pretty damn impressive. And the belief amongst that team is that Carlos Correa's quote was, "We have the talent to win it all. We just have to put it together." And if you told me that Buxton, Lewis, and Correa are healthy from now until November, that's a team that can make some noise. And that's a team that would match up really well in the playoffs. If 2 of 3 of those guys are going to the playoffs banged up or out, that's what happens to the Twins every year. They look great, and then you get to the end, and the big guys aren't there, and you get bounced.
Yeah.
And that's a big chunk of their season been that way. It's been the constant battle of keeping guys on the field. If those guys are healthy, I like their chances. If they're not, that team is going to struggle to score runs against good pitching.
Yeah.